Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Vanessa if you are new here. Now, there are a few key figures that Catholics defend during their apologetics conversations. One main person that is defended or spoken about a lot in these talks is Peter. Simon Peter to be exact. The importance of Peter comes up a lot. So in this video of Catholic Snacks, we will be talking about the importance of Peter. This video is a primer for future Peter discussions we may have. We understand that it's not common to address this topic or controversial enough to bring up in the Protestant world, but it's important to know about the importance of Peter. So before we begin, let me intro Catholic Snacks. Catholic Snacks is a series on this channel where we look at conversation topics between Protestants and Catholics in regards to the Catholic faith. We learn to respond to these topics in short conversational bite-sized ways to lead to a more fruitful discussion. But without further ado, let us get into this Catholic snack. Was Peter important? The role of Peter in the church is a very significant one. Peter was recognized by the early church and the Bible authors as being an important figure. We learn about the importance of Peter through the way he is spoken about and addressed, not only by the Bible authors, but Christ himself. First of all, Peter had his name changed in Scripture to show his role. Peter's name was changed from Simon to Peter, which means rock. We can see Peter's name changed and talked about in verses such as John 1:42 and Matthew 16:18. Matthew 16:18 really lies the significance of his name change. When Peter's name is changed in Matthew 16:18, we learn a lot about his role. We read, "And so I say to you, you are Peter, and upon this rock I will build my church, and the gates of the netherworld shall not prevail against it. I will give you the keys to the kingdom of heaven. Whatever you bind on earth shall be bound in heaven, and whatever you loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven." In these verses, we learn that Simon's name is changed to Peter, which means rock. And on this rock, Christ is going to build his church. Christ then gives Peter the keys to the kingdom of heaven, and whatever he binds on earth will be bound in heaven, and whatever he looses on earth will be loosed in heaven. No one in Scripture is spoken to or about this way. Another place where we see that Peter is important is in Luke, when Christ instructs for Peter to strengthen his brethren. We read, "Simon, Simon, behold, Satan has demanded to sift all of you like wheat. But I have prayed that your own faith may not fail. And once you have turned back, you must strengthen your brothers." Christ instructs for Peter to strengthen his brethren. Christ also in the book of John tells Peter to shepherd his flock and tend for his flock. Christ, the good shepherd, calls for Peter to shepherd his flock. It says, "When they had finished breakfast, Jesus said to Simon Peter, 'Simon, son of John, do you love me more than these?' He said to him, 'Yes, Lord, you know that I love you.' He said to him, 'Feed my lambs.' He then said to him a second time, 'Simon, son of John, do you love me?' He said to him, 'Yes, Lord, you know that I love you.' He said to him, 'Tend my sheep.' He said to him the third time, 'Simon, son of John, do you love me?' Peter was distressed that he had said to him a third time, 'Do you love me?' And he said to him, 'Lord, you know everything. You know that I love you.' Jesus said to him, 'Feed my sheep.'" Peter was also the first person the risen Jesus appeared to. Peter also performed the first miracle after Pentecost. Peter was a very significant person in the early church as documented in the Bible. Peter was also one of the most named people in Scripture. Peter's name was said 195 times. This is more than all the apostles' names altogether. Peter was also seen speaking on behalf of the other apostles. We read about this in Matthew 18:21, Mark 8:29, and many other times in Scripture. Peter was also named first when the apostles were listed. We read about this in Matthew 10 verses 1 through 4, Mark 3:16, and many other times in Scripture. There's so many other points to bring up to defend the importance of Peter, but I will allow for Vanessa of the past video to do that work for me. So if you guys want to see a more in-depth video of the importance of Peter, I'll have one linked down below. Nonetheless, Peter was very significant. What does that significance truly mean is something we will address in future videos. So guys, if you like this video, please give it a like. And if you like me and you want to see more of me, please hit the subscribe button and also turn on the bell notification so you're notified when I post. And I look forward to seeing you guys all in my next video. Bye-bye. Bye.